My almost 6-year-old daughter reminds me so much of my younger self. So here's 3 things that I never say or do to her. First one is I never describe her as shy. It is one of my biggest pet peeves when somebody meets her and says like, oh, you're shy, because she won't like say hi to them right away or want to give them a hug or something. Because anybody that actually knows her would describe her as chatty, expressive, loud, funny, silly, before they would describe her as shy. She's just a little bit slower to warm up to people, but like just wait 10 minutes and all of these other things will come out. I was always described as shy growing up, and I feel like until now, I'm 28 years old and they still see me as shy. And I'm like, I literally have a whole career of like putting myself out there in front of people. And that is why I think these like negative labels can be so harmful, because it just like sticks with people even when the kids grow up and change. And I feel like when you call kids shy in front of them, they start to like internalize it and become more shy because you're calling them shy, if that makes sense. Second thing is I will never make her feel like her curly hair is not beautiful or fancy enough. I think all of my curly haired girls will relate to this, but growing up my hair was always straightened for every single event. So even if nobody to my face like actually said like your curly hair is not beautiful, it's something that was insinuated because it was just always straightened whenever we had a special event. And I know it was a different time, like the 90s, early 2000s, like straight hair was very in, and now natural hair is more celebrated. But for as long as I can, I'm not going to straighten her hair, and I'm never going to describe her hair as anything but beautiful, and that the hair that God gave her is what suits her best. Third thing is I never force her to eat or try a food that she does not want to. I grew up a very picky eater, which is another word that I hate describing kids as, but just for like a lack of better words. And she's not somebody that I would describe as a picky eater, but sometimes at gatherings or like new people's houses, picnics, potlucks, she does not want to eat that food, and people will offer her a food and try to like convince her to try it, like, oh, you're gonna love it, just try it. And I will always be her voice if she seems like she doesn't want to try it and just like has a hard time saying no. And I know it's like in our culture that they want us to always be eating and like try new foods and stuff, but I despise that feeling growing up of like when I did not want to eat something and somebody would try to force me to. It was just so uncomfortable, especially when they're like your elders and we're taught to respect our elders and you don't want to say no to them. I feel like that's such a harmful rhetoric to teach your kids, is like not to say no to elders. I mean, for obvious reason, like it's okay if they do not want to try food. They have autonomy over their bodies and what they put into their bodies. All I can do as a mom is like offer her a food, but if she doesn't want to try it, I'm not going to force her to. I don't care who made it. I don't care who's offering it to her. Like if she doesn't want to try food, she does not have to. I would love to know if there's anything that you see in your kids that remind you of yourself when you were younger and how you're choosing to go about it differently.